All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um. So, with the beats and bars situation, they are not in Chicago yet. They are not in Chicago yet. But Ebony, my girl, sent me another opportunity yesterday that came up, and I'm like, you know what? Let me see what this is about. So apparently, Tyler Perry Studios Dream Collective is accepting applications starting yesterday, May 17th through May the 1st. Um, believe you can, pray you will, and work your ass off until you see it come to pass. And then work harder. So, let's see here. Mr. Tyler Perry is about to let us. Okay, Mr. Tyler Perry got something to tell us real quick.
Hi, everybody. Tyler Perry here. And for a long time, it's been on my heart to create a program where I could take what I've learned in this business and share it with others. That's why today I'm honored and excited to introduce the Tyler Perry Studios Dream Collective. This is a fantastic opportunity for up and coming directors to learn about the craft and the business of filmmaking from professionals at the top of their game. In a word, this is about access. Breaking into the industry can be tough, believe me, I know. When I started making movies 20 years ago, wow. Even though their plays were selling out, nobody in Hollywood knew my name or gave me a shot. So the Tyler Perry Studios Dream Collective is my dream of opening the door for the next generation of artists. And by the end of the program, 5 individuals will receive $30,000 to shoot and produce a short film right here in Atlanta, Georgia. You ready? You ready? Are you ready to step out on faith in your service, in your dream? Apply now.
All right. So, are you a director? Don't sleep on the power of a dream. You know? And look, I am going to enter this because I got scripts. Now um the official rules are like pretty extensive. Low key. All right, let's see what the official contest rules are. Boom, boom, boom. Let me give space because I'm probably gonna contest rules. I should be recording this with OBS right now, but whatever. Anyway, basically it's open until May the 1st or until they get 1,000 entries. Open to legal residents of the United States and the District of Columbia who meet all the following requirements. You got to have 5 or more years of any type of work experience, are eligible to work in the United States, and have directed at least 2 video samples of narrative/fiction films within the last 5 years. Have a compelling short film script, no more than 15 pages, that can be produced in the state of Georgia with production funding and resources of no more than $30,000. Have a clean chain of title for the script if the script was written or co-written by a third party, ergo a rights release agreement or purchase agreement from the writer or co-writer. So you have to own it. Have not directed or co-directed more than one narrative feature that has been distributed on a mainstream platform. On a mainstream, I don't even know where I got the word platform at. I literally just made that up. I just like added that word in there somehow. My brain was like, yo, platform. No, okay, streaming platform is at the end. I was jumping the gun, maybe. But anyway, have not directed or co-directed more than one narrative feature that has been distributed on a mainstream broadcast, cable, or a streaming platform. Have not directed or co-directed digital episodes, ergo web series, YouTube, Snapchat, or original pilots that have been distributed on a mainstream broadcast, cable, or streaming platform, and are 21 years of age or older as of date of entry. Okay, that last part is kind of have not directed or co-directed digital episodes, web series, YouTube, Snapchat, or original pilot that have been distributed. I'm assuming they're not considering YouTube a mainstream um, distribution or broadcasting platform or streaming. Have not directed. So if your YouTube series or Snapchat series was picked up and put on Peacock or you know what I'm saying, picked up by HBO or Netflix or whoever, like if you like the Pop the Balloon show, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you already got picked up. You made it already. You in the game. But if you have a series that's the part that I need clarification on. And like, does a podcast series? Now it says narrative, or fiction. Have not directed or co-directed digital episodes. Ergo, e.g., web series, YouTube, Snapchat, or original pilots that have been distributed on a mainstream broadcast, cable, or streaming platform. Anyway, in 21. Okay. For purpose of the contest, these official rules, the person submitting the entry as defined below is considered the entrant, employees of Dream Collective LLC, Don Jagada, Jagada, Jagoda. That actually might be the way it's Jagoda. Jagad A. That's Don Jagad A. Associates Inc. Their respective affiliates. Da, 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 da. How to enter? To enter, they got a link. Tyler Perry's stg.w. What in the world? WPEnginepowered.com, the site. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's stg.wpenginepowered.com. Bro, they don't want nobody on here. Just the website alone, bro. Why is it not? I mean, that is the website. Like, it's Tyler Perry, SSTG.WPEnginepowered.com. That's the website. I mean, if you just go to the link, and all you really got to do is go to Google and type in TPS Dream Collective. Tyler Perry Studios Dream Collective. If you type that in, the first link that came up for me was this website. So it's not hard to find. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to find. Now I will say navigating this through an app on your phone, you probably don't want to do that. You don't want to submit on your phone. You want to go to a laptop or a computer or something like that. Just because from what I'm seeing, you got to submit your resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not taking this light. You got to submit your resume. So you're going to have to submit documents and all this kind of stuff. You got to submit your resume. You got to submit the script. You got, and I'm sure it's. I mean, just with those two alone, those are things you can't have in your phone. If you already know what script you're going to use, 15 pages or less, you already got it in your phone. And because I have in my Google Drive, I have a scripts folder. Like, and it's where I have scripts that I haven't, whatever. I have a document that shows all the scripts that I've written, all the ideas. I have my idea board basically, and my idea document, and it has all my ideas, where they are, the progress, whether it's fully written, whether it's ready to go, whether it's just the idea and the concept, whether it's, and I just did this just to organize because I know I keep a lot of stuff in my brain, and I'm like, bro, you're gonna lose. I used to write, I used to create without writing, you know what I'm saying? And then like I lost some stuff. I lost some dope content that way. So I'm like, bro, you need something, write it down. But so yeah, I have this document already. I have a document that shows different stuff. But so I mean, I'm just saying, I feel like that's why I came to my computer. I was doing it on my phone, and then I'm like, this don't seem like the best idea. Let me make sure this joint still. This don't seem like the best idea. So yeah, it's like trying to apply for a job with your phone as opposed to being on a laptop. It's harder. So, all right. So to enter, visit the website, follow the on-screen instructions. You got to register. It's going to ask you some questions. I mean, honestly, it's going to. You got to go. It's going to have an eligibility. I just did the eligibility questions, and it's going to ask you specifically these questions. You know, have you directed a blah blah? You know what I'm saying? In the last, have you worked in the last 5 years? Blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and then you once you submit, you're gonna have to like you gotta type a it's a job application. Tyler Perry is not gonna give you $30,000 just with a little bit of information. You gotta actually put in some work for this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not easy. This is not. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's not easy, but I'm gonna say it is. It's not quick. It's not gonna be like, man, I can just boom put my name and then put. No. You got to submit some documents. You got to have your resume. You got to have work experience. You got to have. You got to take it serious. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking it serious. I already started my application. You know what I'm saying? And then let's see here. Submission requirements to enter into the contest and must comply with the registration instructions when submitting their submission. That's funny for some reason. The submission may not contain obscene, profane, lewd, defamatory, or inappropriate images or text, including no pornography, acts of violence, or acts that appear to cause harm or are illegal/dangerous, as determined at sponsor sole discretion. So, if they don't like what you write, it's out. Bottom line. I mean, and this is like I feel like companies do this. Obviously, Tyler Perry ain't producing porn. Like obviously, or corn. However, I gotta say it on YouTube. I don't know, but obviously, Tyler Perry ain't producing that. But some of the scenes and violence is people get into scuffles. That's violence. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it is. You just think about what Tyler Perry's like. If you familiar with his content, you know what type of stuff he's gonna do. What's gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? If it'll work on like the daytime soaps, it'll work on Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all. It's just he just been doing soap operas. That's all it is. Comedic soaps, and then now he doing his own soap operas with the. That's how I consider Tyler Perry stuff soap operas. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Tyler. I don't feel like that's offensive actually, because like that's like classic stuff. Like the most longest watch shows that I know that people have been watching on a like dramatic level, and that started in radio. You know what I'm saying? Like because they was just the soaps, literally soap commercials used to. But anyway, soap operas, man. Everybody watched it. You know what I'm saying? Like from granny to auntie to mama, everybody. I think people got out of it, but really just transitioned to how it looks. Anyway, so yeah, you got to be tight. Any submission or portion thereof that is in the sponsor's sole discretion, obscene, profane, lewd, defamatory, highlights the sponsor in a negative way, contains any third party materials or otherwise violent or infringes or may infringe any copyright, trademark, logo, mark that identifies a brand or other proprietary rights of any person living or deceased, including but not limited to rights of privacy, publicity, and portrayal in a false light or entity, or is disqualifying or is otherwise objectionable, will not be considered or may disqualify the entrant. And I know that sounds like a lot, but I mean, it's within reason. Like, don't make something crazy about a famous figure that is doing some crazy lewd stuff that's not, you know, like, don't make up stuff about people. You know what I'm saying? Even though it be like it's fiction, but you got Obama doing something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you? I get it. You think it's funny, whatever, but that's like you trying to get because when you on Tyler Perry's level, you got to worry about that kind of stuff. You got to worry about lawsuits. This is a huge company. You got to worry about lawsuits and stuff. Like people will come out. Hey, when you broke, nobody cares what you said. Nobody cares what you said. I can't get nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why people ain't suing Jaguar right. You know what we? Yeah, you be like why? But you know when you Tyler Perry, yo, what he say about me? Hey, that might be defamatory. It might be a might be a check in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It might be a check in there somewhere, and I might be able to get me a little something. You know what I'm saying? So all submissions up to 1,000 will be judged by sponsors, judges on or about 5/23/25 to determine 250 entrants based on the following criteria. 35% narrative moving image project number one will be judged equally based on character development, visual composition, strength of narrative structure, originality, and persuasiveness of storytelling. 35% narrative moving images project number two will be judged equally based on creativity, visual composition, and originality, and persuasiveness of storytelling. And 30% the statement that would describe the inspiration to tell the story depicted in one of the moving images projects projects will be judged equally based on the commitment to the development of the craft, clarity of execution, and professionalism. Any tied submissions will be rejudged by different judges based on the initial judging criteria above to determine the applicable top 250 entrants. I know, I'm like, what? But hey, look. Okay, judging to determine the 200 semifinalists, round three. The, the top 250 submissions determined in round number two will be judged by different judges to determine 200 semifinalists based on the initial judging criteria. And then judging to determine the 100. So they're going to break it down. Sponsors will also perform a social media check on each of the top 100 potential finalist winners to ensure their online activity is consistent with the images of contests and the sponsors in order for them to proceed. Yo, they checking your social media. Let me go and delete some stuff. But no, seriously. Um, Okay. Judging to determine 10 winners. Round 5. Man, this is going to be quite the extensive situation. I'm assuming this is going to last for the rest of the year. Not going to be a quick, because he thinking if he's saying 5 people going to get $30,000 to produce a 15-minute short film, that's $150,000. You know what I'm saying? $150,000. So yeah, man, this is but I'm going to enter because I'm like, hey, like first off, let me find my script. I do got a script that would fit this criteria, and it is a good storyline, you know. Um, but I gotta, I'm gonna have to shorten it because it's like 20 pages, so I gotta shorten it before I can submit. That's the thing. You gotta be ready. That's why you always gotta be working. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna create a 5 minutes, a 10 minute, and a 15 minute. I'm gonna do every 5 minutes, so that way I'm gonna have a version for when these types of things come up. I can just say I already got a 15-minute script. Boom, there you go. This is perfect. This is perfect for Tyler Perry Studios to produce. So yeah, all right. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Let's see. Grand prize winner. Seven. See, that's what I'm saying. October from approximately 9/22/25 through 10/3/25 or such other dates. That's when they're gonna get down to grand prize winner determination and photo shoot, prize description and ARV. Travel prize can all travel must occur on dates specified by sponsor based on prize. Ooh, getting cold. It's a little chilly down here. So yeah, this gonna last for the rest of the year. We'll probably, you know, see something from this like next year or something like that. Studio rules: entrants who will be present at TPS agree to comply with the rules and regulations of TPS at all times during entrance presence of TPS, including without limitation to all COVID-19 related protocols and procedures. Posted signs and notices and the instructions of direction. And we okay. Entrants will fully cooperate and comply with any and all health. So if they tell you you gotta get vaccinated to come on the studio set, that's what you gotta do if you want to be a part of this. That's basically it's like, yo, we just letting you know. I ain't saying winners list. See the name of the winners and grand prizes by email. Send an email to winners at dga.com. But Tyler Perry must be received by 9/10/25. Winner list will be sent after all prizes will be awarded. Sponsor. The sponsor of this contest is Dream Collective LLC. Okay. So I'm assuming that is, Tyler Perry's company as well. Tyler Perry Studios, Dream Collective. Hold up. It say applications are closed already. What? Oh, I just started submitting mine. Like right now, that's what this applications are closed. That's what it says already on this website. That's crazy. Am I tripping? I'm glad I hit some. I'm glad I started doing my application because that is crazy. I mean, 1,000 people. I think that's not actually that crazy to think 1,000 people with something ready to go for a Tyler Perry. I don't think that's too far fetched actually. That's why I was like, hold on, this application is okay. Applications are now open. Okay, that was a fluke. Let's see. Enter. See my application. Okay, I'm already logged in. That's okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my application. Please upload your resume. Online outline professional work. See? And this is upload your resume, provide a personal statement stating in what ways you consider yourself, your community, and or your voice under-recognized or underrepresented in the entertainment industry. Social media. How did you hear about the program? How old are you? We recognize that questions about demographics and social identity cannot capture the full complexity of a person in the world. While understanding this inherent limitation, we request this information to understand intersecting identities that influence you as a filmmaker. Your responses will be kept private and secure. Which gender? Which sexual orientation? What is the marital status? Are you a vet? Which best describes the area you currently live in? What best describes the area you grew up? Please select all applied. Education. Did one or more of your parents or guardians attend or graduate from college? What is your current household living income level? What is the size of your current household? What was your household income level growing up? I don't know. Man, look, Tyler Perry. I grew up in a black house. You want me to, you think I was in grown folks' business? You know I wasn't in grown folks' business, bro. All right, come on, man. That's grown folks' business. I don't know how much my mama made. I don't know where, I don't know. I have no idea of the numbers that was coming through this household. I mean, thinking back, I'm like, what? She was working at A&E. But yeah, what was the side of your household growing up? Okay. Okay. So, and the thing is, you can save your application. So these are some of the questions. This is just the about you phase. So I did the eligibility, application form about you, application form about your work. It's 3 tasks to complete, and deadline is May the 1st. So yeah, yeah, blue sky. All right. So yeah, this is a small. I see people because I went on Threads and I was looking under the cap under the in the comments about what people saying, and they acting like it's difficult to submit or whatever, or like where is the information, like where's the link, all that kind of stuff. Bro, you got a computer. Go look it up. Like, man, Tyler Perry, he didn't say the information in here. If I really want this, let me guess. I'm gonna go to my Google. I'm gonna go to Google, type in TPS Dream Collective, Tyler Perry Dream Collective, the Tyler Perry Film Contest, any of those things, and I'm sure information will come up for you. You got to put in some work because this one, if you can't even do that much, then getting your resume together, having a script that's ready, typing out 250 word limit of a description of why your voice is underrepresented in the entertainment industry. You ain't gonna be able to do none of that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, ooh, I'm up, but I'm still tired. All right, I'm gonna get off here, but yeah, I got a shoot today with Franchika. We got 2 interviews, and I'm excited. I gotta make sure I got the energy. We got 11:30. That's 5 hours from now, though. Between now and then, I'll have the energy. I can take a nap. I came down here to get some work done, but I know I haven't been vlogging like I'm supposed to either. I don't even like what is going on with the progress of anything that I started talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, yeah. All right, I'm. Would you be my neighbor? Hey, boys and girls. Um. Peace.